Hello friends, today we are here to discuss the fourth chapter, that is gender, religion and caste, and today we will discuss the second part of this chapter. So friends, in this video we will discuss women political representation, religion and politics, and relationship between religion and politics. So friends, let's start with women political representation. Friends, जैसा कि हम जानते हैं, since long time, the problem of women has not been given adequate attention, जिसके कारण many feminist and women movement इस conclusion पे आए हैं कि until and unless the power of control will not be in hand of women, the problem will not be solved or the problem will not be get adequate attention. So there is one way to ensure this is to have more women as elected representative. Friends, when we talk about the percentage of women in political parties, then we can see that it's very low, such as the percentage of elected women member in Lok Sabha is 10% of its total strength, and this was for the first time in 2009. And similarly, their share in the state assemblies is less than 5%. So friend, on the basis of this data, we can easily conclude that India is the country where the share and the percentage of women is very low and need to be improved. Now friends, let's move ahead and continue our discussion with women political representation. Friends, to study the Indian women political representation, we would have to see the following data. My dear friend, this is the data which reflect women in national parliament in different regions of the world, such as Nordic countries, America, Asia, Arab state and India. So friend, please try to analyze this data. My dear friend, when we analyze this data, we can easily see that women participation in politics higher in Africa and Latin America as compared to India, such as Nordic countries have 42% of women political representation, whereas Europe has 20.8%. Similarly, the Arab states have 11.3%, whereas the India stand on the lowest position with 10.8% only women political representation. So friends, now let's move ahead and we will continue our discussion with women political representation. Now friends, we have already discussed about the problem of women low political representation. So now the question arises here that how can it be improved? मतलब हम इसे कैसे बेहतर बना सकते हैं? It means how can we promote and motivate more and more women to join political areas or to join political parties. So the friends, the very first thing or the very first solution is that make it legally binding to have a fair proportion of women in the elected bodies. मतलब जितने भी ये जो सीट होते हैं लोकसभा में या फिर स्टेट्स में या फिर पंचायती राज में, there should be some fixed seat for the women or the seat should be legally binded for the women. And my dear friends, following this solution, the Panchayati Raj system in India has reserved 1/3 seat in the Panchayat and municipalities for the women. So friends, because of this initiative, we can see that in nowadays more than 10 lakh elected women representatives are there in rural and urban local bodies. My dear friends, now let's move ahead and continue our discussion with women's political representation. Friend, after seeing the reservation for women in panchayat and municipal, women organization and activists have been demanding a similar reservation of at least one-third of seat in Lok Sabha and state assemblies for women. But very sad to know that this bill or this proposed bill has been pending before the parliament for more than a decade and there has been no consequences or there has been no solution on this bill. Friends, in short, the bill has not yet been passed. Now friends, let's move ahead and continue our discussion with women political representation. My dear friend, honestly, it is very sad to know that the bill is still pending and currently 60 out of 270 seats in the House of Assembly are only reserved for women. So friends, now let's move ahead and continue our discussion with religion and politics. Now friends, let's try to understand a very different kind of social division, that is division based on religious differences. My dear friend, this division is not a universal as gender, but religion's diversity is fairly widespread in the whole world in today's era. Friends, many countries, including India, have their population followers of different religions. So friend, as we have noticed that in the case of Northern Ireland, even when most of the people belong to same religion, there can be some serious differences about the way how people practice that religion. So my dear friend, Gandhiji used to say that religion can never be separated from politics and according to him, politics must be guided by ethics drawn from the religion. Now friends, let's move ahead and continue our discussion with religion and politics. Friends, human rights group in our country have argued that most of the victims of communal right in our country are people from the religious minorities. They mean to say that minorities suffer in our country. Now friends, let's move ahead and continue our discussion with religion and politics. Friend, as we have discussed earlier only that human rights group have said that minorities religion in our country suffer a lot, suffer in the form of riot and other sort of harassments. So, to overcome this problem, what they have suggested. So they have suggested or they have demanded that the government must take special step to protect religious minorities. So उनका कहने का मतलब था कि the government should take special step to protect the religious minorities and वो special step क्या हो सकता है? So they demanded a separate state for the religious minorities. Now friend, let's move ahead and continue our discussion with religion and politics. My dear friend, when we talk about religion and politics, women movement has argued that family law of all religions discriminate against women. It means that they have stated that कि चाहे वो हिंदू हो या मुस्लिम फैमिली लॉ हो, in each and every family law there is a discrimination against the women. मतलब ये जो सारे फैमिली लॉ हैं वो मेन को प्रमोट करते हैं और they promote men as compared to the female. So they have demanded that government should change this law to make them more equitable. Now friends, let's move ahead and we will continue our discussion with relationship between religion and politics. Friend, there is a deep relationship between religion and politics if it is taken in positive way. It means that अगर सकारात्मक तरीके से या पॉजिटिव तरीके से हम ले तो रिलीजन एंड पॉलिटिक्स एक दूसरे को सपोर्ट करते हैं. Such as people should be able to express in politics their need, interest and demand as a member of religious community. It means that कोई भी अकेले बंदा it is not possible for him to express his views openly in the politics. But अगर वो किसी religious community से attached है या जुड़ा हुआ है, then he or she can easily express his views, need and interest or demand in the politics. The next relationship. Now friends, to study or to see the next relationship between religion and politics, let's move ahead. So friend, we are discussing on relationship between religion and politics. And friend, the next relationship is ideas, ideals and value drawn from the different religion can and perhaps should play a role in the politics. It means if it is taken in the positive way, the religion can act as a base. Base for what? Base for ideas, values. It means जो religions हैं उनसे निकली हुए values से, ideas से या ideal से, इससे क्या हो सकता है कि हम अपने politics को improve कर सकते हैं और it plays a role in politics. Now friends, the next relationship is those who hold political power should sometimes be able to regulate the practice of religion so as to prevent discrimination in society. It means जिनके पास political power है वो कभी-कभी religion में जब discrimination और opposition आती है तो अपने power का use करके they can control this discrimination or opposition in society and maintain peace in country. So friends, now let's move ahead. Now we will discuss that what we have learnt in this video. So friends, in this video we have learnt about women political representation, religion and politics and relationship between religion and politics. And friend, in next video we will discuss about communalism, belief of communalism, form of communal parties and secular states. Till then, thank you.